Rango is one of the most unique animated films I've ever seen. Everything from the direction, the score, and the setting of the film brings so much flavor to the movie. There is a lot I could talk about regarding this movie, and I'll probably do more videos on it in the future. But today I want to discuss a problem a lot of people have with modern animated movies and how Rango successfully dodges this issue. A major trope that animated movies follow is the main character lies to his friends at the beginning of the movie, and it seems that everything will work out, but oh no, his friends found out and there was a falling out, but it's okay, everything worked out. Some films that do this are Now, Rango does do this as well, but how Rango goes about this and in a way subverts this trope is fascinating. There are many themes running through Rango: corruption of government, heroism, identity, leadership, friendship, and hope. The film has a way of the themes being explicit without beating the audience over the head with them. In fact, it's quite refreshing that the characters actually discuss the themes of the movie and that these discussions influence the choices they make. But how does all this tie in with the lying and betrayal trope? Well, let's look at the most obvious theme of the movie: identity. The audience is introduced to Rango at the beginning of the film, with him rehearsing a play he wrote himself with his quote-unquote friends. We see that his character in the play is pretty formless, much like Rango himself, and does not even have a name, just like Rango. Not only does this scene establish Rango as a character, essentially being a blank slate, but also introduces his greatest talent and the keys to the movie's plot: his ability to act. This comes into play in one of the best scenes in the whole film. The bar scene where Rango names himself and creates his backstory is just so much fun. Rango is by nature awkward around other people, but he quickly adapts to the situation and gains the respect of the townspeople, which is solidified in the next scene by the killing of the hawk. So, the lie is set. Rango claims he's from the far west and that he killed a notorious gang of brothers with a single bullet. He sells himself as confident, cool, and a gunslinger, and although he kills a hawk on accident, it works in his favor and the town believes him. What makes this lie different than a typical lie in these kinds of stories is the fact that Rango believes the lie himself. As an actor, Rango immerses himself completely into his roles, and so he becomes the sheriff and leader the townspeople see in him, and deep down, he believes it himself. And why wouldn't he? His plans work. Every step he takes gets him closer and closer to solving the mystery of the water. He really does do incredible things. He continues to earn the trust and respect of the townspeople. The relationship between him and Beans develops well. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, Rango can bring the water back. Then, Rattlesnake Jake comes to town. In a single scene less than 4 minutes long, Rattlesnake Jake completely destroys what Rango has built for the last hour of the film. Jake does more than destroy the townspeople's trust in Rango by exposing that he's not a gunslinger. Oh no, Jake destroys Rango as a character. The townspeople believed Rango's lie, and heck, it's easy to forget as a viewer that Rango isn't really the experienced sheriff in the middle of the movie because of the strong writing and Johnny Depp's excellent performance. The audience begins to believe. But most importantly, Rango believes it. He believes that he can save the town, that he really is a leader, a problem solver. Then it is all stripped away and destroyed. Rango walks away a broken chameleon, not knowing who he is anymore. He meets Clint Eastwood, the Spirit of the West, who tells him that a hero cannot leave his own story. He has to save the town. He has to stop the mayor. But most importantly, he has to prove himself, not only to his friends, but to himself, that he really is a hero and a leader. And he does that, and in doing so, discovers who he really is. Yes, Rango does have the typical third act twist of, I can't believe you lied to us and betrayed us, but it makes it so much more than that, and in doing so, ties it in with most of the themes of the movie. It ties in with Rango's friendships with townspeople. His presence gives the town hope, only to have it dashed away when he leaves. He is a reliable leader. Rango becomes the chameleon's identity. I love Rango dearly. I only just watched this film for the first time a few months ago, and I just rewatched it again for this video, and I was struck with how much more I enjoyed it the second time around. I kept noticing little things that just made me enjoy the film even more. Okay, like how at the beginning of the movie, when Rango was listing the kind of characters he could play, he mentions a scientist battling snakes, which foreshadows his conflict with Rattlesnake Jake, or being kind of a player, which foreshadows his relationship with Beans. The film is full of little details like that. Added in stunning animation, strong direction, a fantastic score, excellent performances in a tight script, and you get what is, in my opinion, one of the quirkiest and most brilliant Western animated films ever made. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe it. We've reached over 65 subscribers, I think, at this point, so which is pretty good. My goal for the end of this year is going to be 200, so let's see if we can get to that number pretty quickly. I'm reaching the end of my second semester of college, so the end of my freshman year, so hopefully with my summer starting up soon, and of course being stuck at home for who knows how long, I will hopefully be getting more videos out. The next video I have planned is a My Hero Academia video, so that should be pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching, I love you all. Also, I just did my first collaboration with another anime YouTuber, Saxy. Link will be in the description below, you should totally check his stuff out, he is awesome. Anyway guys, I love you so much, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.